Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, back to Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Aaron Rodgers and the Packer offense back out onto the field. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do work.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
And he'll will take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Come on. Panther 60. Panther 60.
I'm going back to you.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that complete.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rodgers to throw once more. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
65 yards.
And the Packers are able to move back in front.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And getting back into the action. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a...
It's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Oh, what a move.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Smith catches left side. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he loses the football a second time.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete to Lazard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
88 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers again now.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The kick by Crosby is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Rodgers in the pack, down 24-17, a little under 30 seconds remaining. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Rodgers.
Able to find Jones. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got it.
And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately